Hello and welcome back in this very awesome, and this is the third video of all V engine sounds in automation. In this video I'm going to be making four V90 degrees V-shaped engines step by step with you. I did not make anything before. I'm going to go with you step by step of making all of them and see what's what. So we made all of the inline engine sounds before for the 3-cylinder, 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and also we made the 60 V-shaped 60 degrees 6-cylinder, 8-cylinder, and of course the 12-cylinder. But today or tonight or wherever, I'm gonna make the 90 degrees V-shaped. I'm gonna start 6, 8, 10, and 16. Yes, my friends, we have 4 engines here. Let's start with the 6. As you can see, this is how it looks. 90 degrees. It looks absolutely magnificent. I love the 90 degrees more. It seems very conventional. The 60 degrees, I'm not talking about the V6. Of course, all of the V6s, I think now in 2018, I think all of them are 60 degrees, so they can make them more compact and put them, in all of cars. But in any V-shaped engine, I prefer the 90 degrees, especially the V8, because I think this is how traditional. This is more traditional, I think. This is my own opinion. It's up to you. Alright, so let's move on. We have. I'm not gonna choose cast. I'm gonna choose cast aluminium or aluminum. I'm gonna keep it 86 as always. 3-cylinder V6, as you can see. Dual overhead camshaft. Look at the timing belt here. The pulleys and everything. 4 valves per cylinder. Alright. Aluminium head. Variable valve lift technology. We have cast iron crankshaft, cast connecting rods, and of course low friction cast pistons, so I can give it more fuel economic, so I can make the engine more economical. Zero quality here, 10.5 to 1 as always, 35 on the cam profile and 75 on the VVL profile. Variable valve timing technology, zero quality, naturally aspirated, direct fuel injection, single throttle body. Standard intake manifold, no need for performance erase. It looks magnificent. It looks like an LS. Really, it looks like an LS intake manifold. Okay. Yes, the same runners, I think. Alright, 95 octane. This one as lean as possible. Leave this one to 50, 6,500 RPM. Short cast, dual, 2-inch as you can see, or 50.8 millimeters. High flow 3-way Carrier converters. No first muffler, reverse flow, standard second muffler. And as you can see, the engine is good. It's not bad at all. It's a little bit heavy, cast internals, but the engine is made from aluminium or aluminum, as you will call it. The reliability is very good. Its service cost is low. It doesn't require that much time to be made, and the octane is good. It's economical. It's not really smooth, I know that. And it's responsive, it's quiet, with sporty noise to it, and look at the power, 225 horsepower, 194 pound-feet of torque. This is an amazing and good reliable engine. Now let's fire it up and see how it will sound. As you can hear, it's quiet, it's good. Alright, now it's loud. Wow, listen to that. I love it. I love this one only. I love this V6. I don't know why. From 1000 to 2000, this bit, it purrs like a cat. Listen. I think I'm gonna keep doing that till morning, but no, I'm gonna stop it here. Alright, so it sounds very good actually. It doesn't sound that bad. It sounds really good. Even for a standard exhaust system, standard intake manifold, it sounds really good. Now let's switch to performance. Alright, look at the difference. We have a higher intake manifold with longer runners, bigger throttle body, and of course a high performance we call it airbox, an air filter. Let's switch from reverse flow muffler into a straight through muffler. This is like a sporty performance muffler. And check out the results. We have 228.9 horsepower, 196 pound-feet of torque. More and more. We have extra 0.2% of fuel economy. The engine requires less time to be made and it's a little bit lighter. It's more powerful. It's good. Now let's hear it. Ready, steady, and it's a little bit louder at idle. Now let's try this bit here. The same, I think. Sounds very loud at high RPM. I mean, if this engine will go to like to 7,000, 8,000 RPM, it will be extremely loud. And now, of course, race intake manifold, which means no air filter, just a snorkel. Yep, as you can see, look at that. It's big. Look at that intake manifold. It's bigger. We have the same size throttle. What do you call it? Throttle body. We have, look at these carbon fiber intake runners. I love this intake manifold. Give me that in real life. Wow, it will look amazing in real life. And look at that snorkel, made entirely from carbon fiber. And now let's remove all the mufflers. We have a straight pipe, 2-inch exhaust. We have 200 pound-feet of torque, 201, and 232 horsepower. That's good. The engine is lighter, 169.5 kilograms. It's more economical. It's extremely loud. And now let's fire it up. Oh, listen to that induction. You can hear everything. Wow, listen to that. Wow, indeed. Now that is an engine. I really like it. I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna keep the same, as you can see, the same specs. Let's go back to standard and let's go back to reverse flow. The same, everything here, the same, all the same specs. It will be easier actually to switch to 8-cylinder right on. Right, so we have now extra 2 cylinders. As you can see, it's now nearly a 4-liter engine, the same spec. We did not change anything. As you can see, everything is still pretty much the same. Standard intake and of course standard exhaust system, still 2-inch as you can see. But now look at the power and torque, because we have extra 2 cylinders and extra 2 fuel injectors and extra everything. We have more power, more torque, 289 horsepower, and of course 261 pound-feet of torque. It's a little bit heavier than it's a lot heavier, I think. We have reached like 172 kilograms. This is 221. That's heavy, and yes, it will require a little bit more service. Of course, you have extra 2 spark plugs, extra 2 spark plug wires. The headers are bigger. You have extra 2 fuel injectors. What else? You have extra 2 everything. Now let's fire this beast because I love V8s. You already know that, and now let's fire it up. Ooh, it sounds very nice. I mean, if you have headphones on, you can hear it's actually purr. It purrs even at idle. I mean, I'm hearing a bass, you know what I mean, bass sound in my headphones right now. Wow, that's awesome. It's like shaking the ground. Wow, that's awesome. As you can see, we don't have that, you know, sweet spot like the V6 here. So as you can hear, it sounds very normal and very smooth and quiet until you hit like 4300 RPM, and then hell will break loose, even with standard everything. Now let's switch to a performance intake. As you can see, all of the intakes will look absolutely the same for the 90 degrees engine. We will have just a longer intake with bigger engines and of course more runners, and yes, that, you know what I mean. And now let's see straight through and let's fire this beast up. As you can see, we are very close to 300 horsepower, 265.5 pound-feet of torque. It's a little bit lighter, it's more fuel economical than before, and it's smoother than a V6. That's good. And it's a little bit louder. Alright, let's fire it up. Ready, steady, and alright, that's a difference. Oh, I love this one. Listen to it, listen. Listen here. I'm gonna set the idle like this. Yes, like this, close to 900. Listen. Ho ho ho. Alright, it sounds very good. Now let's switch of course to the loud and extremely loud race configuration. As you can see, long and bigger intake manifold, everything made from carbon fiber. Remove the second muffler, straight pipe, and now 307 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque, extra light, more fuel efficient, extremely loud, pretty much good. Ready? Steady. what a beast! What a beast! I love V8s. I love them very much. Let's go back to standard again, and now let's switch to of course, people's favorite, the V10 engine. Yes, now it's still everything is the same. Now we have a 5-liter V10, as you can see, nearly a 5-liter V10. All the same specs as before. We did not change anything. Standard intake, standard exhaust, and let's see, we have a 342 horsepower and 322 pound-feet of torque. Yes, of course, the exhaust is restricting because 2-inch exhaust diameter is not really efficient for this kind of a big engine, but I have to keep it this way so I can make all of the engines similar and in every single option. Right. This is how it looks. Longer, we have, as you can see, 10 cylinders, 10 spark plugs, 10 everything. And look at the headers, 5 runners on each side. Longer intake manifold. As you can see, 10 fuel injectors. It looks absolutely amazing. And of course, the sound of it comes strictly from as you can hear, it's smooth, it's elegant. Look, 77.9 is the smoothness. The engine is smooth, fuel economical. It's heavier, of course, than a V8, but it's still good. It's very good actually. And yes, the sound of it comes strictly from the famous and the legendary Dodge Viper. Of course, where else would they get the sound of a Lamborghini Gallardo, whatever? No, I don't think so. The cheapest and the most popular V10 ever made was in the Dodge Viper. That's why they got the sound from it, I think. And it's cheaper, I think, to get the sound of, unless of course you own a Lamborghini Gallardo, and automation developers will be more than happy to record the voice out of it. Alright, let's switch to alright, performance intake manifold. As you can see, the same. Put a straight through mufflers. Now the engine should sound and should, as you can see, more power, more torque, more loud, more fuel efficient, and it's a little bit clearer at idle, but high RPM. This is where the performance intake manifold kicks in. Sounds very good actually. I mean, it's louder than a standard, but still sounds the same note, the same rumbles, the same purring, the same everything, but it's a little bit louder. Now, of course, racing intake manifold, the same as before. Remove the second muffler, and now this engine should sound like a beast. 367 horsepower, 341 pound-feet of torque, a little lighter, and 30.2%. That's good. And look at the noise, extremely loud. As you can see now, this is a little bit, you know, weird. They should fix the sound of this engine. They should make it, you know, rumbles or purrs you know, with racing intake manifold, but no, it sounds absolutely as before. Let's see what's what. Alright, so we have induction noise. there's actually an error with the sound. If you can hear correctly at 5,400, 4,000 and up, the sound will start to do like this, and I quote, "Bup, bup, 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 bup." If you can really pay attention and concentrate, you will hear it. Listen. It's very clear at 6,000 RPM. It does like this. I think when they recorded the sound of this engine in real life, they had a problem maybe with the sound equipment or something. I'm not really sure. Alright, but the engine sounds really good. I really like it. Look at that carbon fiber. Again, it looks absolutely magnificent. Now let's get everything back to standard, of course, for the weirdest and the most amazing engine automation. Yes, the V16. Everyone asking me about it. How did I get it and everything? Dudes, this is a very special DLC because I purchased the game long time ago when it used to be separated from Steam. This game used to be separated. You couldn't buy it on Steam. You have to go to its own website and purchase it over there. And I did. When it used to be like this, and they gave me a special key so I can activate it on Steam when they moved on to Steam. And I got the key, and I was playing a game and recording videos and everything for a long time. I didn't know about the V16, but then I watched a YouTube video on the Automation official channel talking about the V16 and how to get it. And they said anyone purchased the game before will have a special key in the in his own page. Just open your page and get the key, copy it, activate it on Steam, and you will get V16. I said to myself, oh my god, do I have it? And after a very long time, actually I owned the game for a very long time, and I didn't know that I had a V16 key. I got the key, activated on Steam, and here we go. I have an extra 16 cylinders in my pocket. Look at it, it's massive. It's 86, still the same. It's an 8-liter engine. It's like 2 V8s. Look at it. If you split in half here, you have 2 V8s. Absolutely huge in every single way. The camshafts are very long. The crankshaft is extremely long. 16 connecting rods, 16 pistons, 16 spark plugs, 16 spark plugs wires. Look, you have quad headers. Not twin headers on each side. No. Quad headers. Now that is something really special. And look at that intake manifold. Look at the runners. Wow, that's extremely complicated. Can you imagine changing the spark plugs wires and messing with the firing order? You'll blow the engine right up because it's very complicated. You should not touch the spark plug wires unless you are knowing what you are doing. And I think a single throttle body, I think this is not enough to feed this engine that much of an air. Let me see. I think it's restricting. It's actually don't. Wow. It's actually not restricting at all. I think because of the camshaft. The camshaft is very, as you can, at 35, as you can see, and 75. It's not really demanding, and this engine can go much higher than this, and then it will start to choke the engine up. Alright, enough chit chat, now let's fire this beast up. All of you wants to hear it, and this is how it looks from the inside. What a magnificent looking engine. Look at it, 16 cylinders dancing up and down, and the crankshaft, look at it. Wow, let's fire it up. Wow, it's like a truck engine. a beast. Wow, look at the torque. Because of the 16 cylinders, you will have extremely low end torque. Look at it. The engine actually, let me fire it up again. 370 pound-feet of torque at idle. I mean, look at the exhaust. It's extremely restricting the engine. If I just open it up a little bit, it will make like 600 horsepower easily. It's easily. Wow. But I will not change anything because I want to keep everything, you know, similar and to everything else. All right, let's switch to a performance intake manifold. Of course, longer. It's made from plastic or something. Yes, it's good. High performance. Straight through muffler, and yes, 493 horsepower, 520 pound-feet of torque. Healthy figures, but an 8-liter engine. Now, come on, an 8-liter should make even much higher than this. But again, the exhaust is restricting too much. Oh, it's better because we have put a straight-through mufflers. It's less restrictive, but it's still restrictive, and the headers as well. All right. Still sounds the same, I think. A little louder. Wow, actually the engine or the throttle feels heavier. I mean, of course, I'm holding a mouse in my hand, but you know what I mean. When I open the throttle and slide this one up and down, the engine response is actually not really good. I mean, you can feel the pistons, you know. I'm not gonna say struggling. No, they are not struggling, but they take a little time to get up speed. Look. As you saw, I have to push the throttle really high, like 50%, 55%, just to make it move a little bit quicker from 1000 to 2000 RPM. That's, my friend, is V16. Right, let's switch to a racing intake manifold and remove everything that restrict all the mufflers. Alright, racing intake manifold, as always, big carbon fiber intake manifold, just carbon fiber snorkel. You get the deal. Remove the second muffler, no mufflers at all, and let me see, 515 horsepower just by removing the mufflers because the exhaust is restricting. I mean, just open it up a little bit. If let's see, it's 2-inch right now. If I push it like to 2.5 inches or 3-inch, 600 horsepower easily, easy peasy. Right, let's fire this beast up. Yes, it sounds much clearer now. As you can hear and see, it sounds much louder, much clearer actually to hear, and I think it's, I mean, of course, the throttle response, this did not change at all from standard to performance to race. You know, the number is still the same as before, but it got quicker. I think it got less heavy. I think maybe because of the racing intake manifold, maybe the air speed is quicker. I mean, this one I think should improve a little bit, but you know, you get what I mean. I mean, with performance and standard, this is heavy. I mean, you have to push it really high so you can move it quickly. But here, just push it to the medium and it goes with you. That's good. Alright, so this is the V16 and all of its shape. And also these are all of the 90 degrees V-shaped engine. Which one was your favorite? I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. Which one did you like? I'm really happy that you like these videos. Also, this is a very good idea so I can make you hear all of the engine sounds. Now all of the engines are available on my channel. You can watch the inline sounds, the V60 degrees sounds, and now you can watch the V90 degrees sounds. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that you're watching and you like my videos, and please, if you enjoy the video, hit that like button. If you are new to my channel, get subscribed, share the video if you want to share it, and of course if you want to request a video, please write it down in the comment section below, or you can go, I would love from you if you can go to my Patreon page. I will put the link in the description below. Just go there and write your request over there. I would prefer that more, so I can keep the engine, sorry, not the engine, so I can keep the channel more organized and keep all requests organized. And I want to apologize, please, from all of you guys that are keeping writing requests and I'm not doing on any of them, because I want to finish this video, the 90 degrees V-shaped sounds, and then after this one, when I have a free time, I will start to make all of your amazing requests, because I received amazing requests, and I'm really excited to make all of them. So please stay tuned, and thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you very soon, very soon actually, with more of these videos and with all of your requests. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now, my friends.